one of the better picks for his arsenal, but going up against a character like Cloud, yes, the weakness is he's probably common, but the strength for Glentendo is just you gotta keep your range against Bowser Jr.'s bursts.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, speaking of burst, really, both of these characters have amazing burst options. Of course, the side B, the Clown Cart, for Bowser Jr. offers so many opportunities to get in and so many options really to dish out a lot of damage. Like you see right there, starting off with a lot of damage, and that up air going to be very pivotal in this matchup.
Sadly, this is not Bowser Jr. in the Clown Card. This is Larry Koopa. So,
Phooey.
yeah, at least I have to point that out here. Was a weird air dodge, but at least he's able to get back onto the ledge with the Clown Cart escape. And we're seeing Glentendo going for climb hazards out of shield, which will work a lot of the time, but not if your opponent's shielding as well.
Yeah, especially like Mr. Muggs is scouting out all these climb hazards out of shield, or just really trying to punish shield, gets that forward air to get that edge guard, and you're gonna see that a lot. That really is gonna be the name of the game. If Mr. Muggs can send Glentendo off stage, just get an edge guard, because you know that Bowser Jr. has a very solid recovery, not only using that really widespread upbeat, but that clown card is just going to play a huge role when it comes to recovering. You saw that in the first stock when Mr. Muggs air dodged by accident. Oh my god, what a back air. You have to use that
there
limit.
It is. And it's gone because of the clown card. Then they're going to give him Glentendo wait try to get back on the stage, but that's not going to do it.
That's what happens when you have a character with such versatility off stage. You're just going to get edge guards on edge guards on edge guards. And I love to see that from Mr. Muggs, having you know, the guts to really just go off stage, not be afraid of dying too early, because Cloud has some really good strength. But at this percentage, you aren't going to really be able to kill if you're Glentendo.
Another cross slash lands from Glentendo, and I really have a big issue that I'm realizing right here is probably because of Muggs' experience. He might have much more experience facing Clouds than Glentendo has against Larry's.
Yeah, I was actually going to talk about that too. That does prove a good point, but not only like matchup inexperience, but the fact that Mr. Muggs, again, solid player, really an all-rounder as well. Like you can see from these,
he's stalling at the bottom of the platform.
Oh, that's what you get. That's what you get. Karma. But honestly, really good attempt.
That is not Peach Melee, okay?
He's trying, bro. He's trying. Oh, the double hit on the hammer coming in clutch.
Oh, misses that one, though.
I mean, he misses that one, but he ain't missing that down smash out of shield, though.
And here's another thing where I'm liking out of Muggs. He's throwing out the projectiles, the cannon, and the Mecha Koopas. You know, just keep your distance against Glentendo to make sure that Buster Sword never gets anywhere close to Larry. And we're gonna see another coin has to get onto the stage. Glentendo, he needs a lot to happen in order to come back into set, and he's not doing a good job at, you know, getting his damage out.
Yeah, but if there is any character that can really bring back a comeback, especially a deficit this big, it's Cloud. Cloud definitely has the potential to do it, but when you're sent off stage like that, you got to be careful when Mr. Muggs.
That's it.
Oh wait,
never mind. That's a limit, and he jumped the gun too early on the descent.
That happens, especially when the eject comes out. You're kind of just hoping that you're gonna cling on the ledge. But, I mean, Glentendo was close to taking 2 stocks there. Mr. Muggs, of course, with such a huge lead, you can't really do much. But I'd like to go back to this moment here where he was just waiting out for that limit. And, of course, Glentendo just sending it out, not knowing when. I mean, of course, he got hit by that dash attack. But, I mean, Supernova, what does that tell you about Mr. Muggs? Just having that ability to just stall out, having that option, not being afraid to use it.
It just tells you that Muggs knows about the limit and he's going to do whatever it takes just to not interact with Cloud. But once again, I have to say this is not Peach on Melee and Fountain of Dreams where he's trying to stall out the entire match. And now Larry Koopa's gone. Now it's Morton, and he got the edge guard on the Cloud.
There you go. And actually, funny enough, I was talking about Nimbus and Yoda Cage. Nimbus uses Larry, Yoda Cage uses Morton. So I don't know if Mr. Muggs was hearing me or not, but hey, that's actually kind of cool.
Double forward air lands for Glentendo. I would love to see a bit more pressure when he can find it. And oh, that's a wall jump. You're back on the stage. No, you don't climb hazard down because that's not even close to range. And even then, Mr. Muggs was not at the range of the descent.
Not only that, but that wall jump definitely costed Glentendo that stock as well, because he wasn't ready for that. I mean, I feel like Glentendo just wasn't ready for that wall jump at all, and so was caught by surprise, and then unfortunately SD. But that's what happens in this game. What?
High damage coming in from Muggs. He tried to go for a big hammer play, but he got the hammer at the wrong direction. Glentendo at a bit and he tried to go for a limit climb hazard and had it canceled by a jab.
I mean, jabs are, Bowser Jr.'s thing. One of the strongest, if not the strongest jab in the game. Feels super early on that ledge. But Mr. Muggs hasn't gone for that, has gone for a lot of different other moves that have been doing the trick for him. Loses that stock to that down air, but with the 2-stock buffer, I feel like this is Mr. Muggs set to win.
And he's really trying to go for style points now. What's he doing?
He's trying to play that mental game, and I can't really blame him, especially with a character like Cloud, where you really have to get into the head of your opponent. Reads the air dodge to no avail, but like you're talking about these style points that he's doing. A lot of, crazy reads. He's getting them, and like right there with the up smash, and takes that set 2-0. We talk about style points. I feel like there was a reason why he did that.
Yeah, he was just messing around with Glentendo at that point, It's just an unfortunate part of playing certain people. He's like, about the big hitters, but at some point you're gonna have to either play the big hitters yourself or find out about people you never knew you were gonna be the threats. And as we went back into the replays into set, it was just a Mr. Muggs domination the entire time. Double 2-stocks, just really kept Glentendo at bay.
Yeah, he was definitely guarding the gates of fusion right there. Just kept Glentendo off stage and really on the ledge. Didn't allow Glentendo to get stage control at all. And once that happened, Mr. Muggs just had everything in control. Like, literally, Muggs was probably in advantage for the majority of the game, and Glentendo just had no answer for it. That could, attribute to the fact that he doesn't really know the Bowser Jr. matchup, or, vice versa. Muggs knows the Cloud matchup, and so just has all of these tools ready on, on lock, and is just, all that adaptation then just comes into play. And Mr. Muggs with the dominating, really, I think it was 2 stocks both games.
Yeah, it was a double 2-stock on both games, and you really have to wonder what Glentendo could have done better here, but it once again comes down to whether or not you know your range and burst options, because if you know, oh, I see, that's how he lost his stock. He went too far.
Yeah,
into
he got
Pokemon
pineapple,
Stadium.
dude. I think if Glentendo wanted to do anything to, get back, it really was kind of just wait for Bowser Jr., wait for Muggs to, bite the bait a little bit too early, approach, and then Glentendo could potentially just punish that. But Glentendo, I feel like, was a little bit too aggressive. And so, this meta, how this meta goes. You got to play hella patient if you want to get pretty far. And it might be lame, but if you want to win, that's just how you got to play it.
I mean, we say this all the time, but I had to bring up a character that always does that, and people just position him with camping more than he is on the aggro. It's Sonic, and yeah, I gotta say, Sonic loves proving people wrong, where it's like he can go aggressive, but sadly, a lot of people know about camping.